Hey Ed Coaches, here's the process for checking in on your assistant coach's time sheet, their clock in, clock out. If they inquired to you about getting one fixed, you want to check up on their timesheet first before sending Braden and I the corrections on the chat function through Cloud9. So make sure you're logged in, and then you're also logged in under Company Admin. So once you've done that, the fastest way to separate it by teams, Maverick Soda, YSL, Sal Series, and Travel, is go down to Organization tab on the left. And from the drop down, first you want to go to Departments. And then drop down Departments here and select your team. So if I were to be checking some soda coaches, if I were Mindy and I was checking my soda coach time sheets for all of my coaches, first I just want to filter out so I'm only seeing my coaches. And let's say Eric had a question about his, so you can select his name, select time tracking, and then these are organized by our monthly pay cycle. So you can see his first day was the 12th, clocked in and clocked out, so he is good to go. Unless he were to have an issue down the road. What you would want to do is just check on that punch, whether they missed it or not, and then make note of that if there is a correction that needs to be made, and then send a message through the chat function on Cloud9 to Braden and myself. So let's go back to the filtered list. I know Ron Dumar had sent me a text message saying he missed a punch, so we're going to go in and check up on that to see if it's the case. Okay, so he did clock out, but he did it much later than he was supposed to, so he did it about 4 hours later. So there is an incorrect punch here, and that will need to be corrected. So for Ron Dumar, Mindy, if I were you and any other coach, if this applies to you throughout the season for your coaches, if you see a correction that needs to be made, you'll want to go to this chat function up here on the top. I've created a group called Time Fixes over here, KB or BB and KR, that's me and Braden. And then from here you would want to type in like Ron Dumar 12 clock out should be 12:30. There. And then Braden will have a running list of all of these corrections come right before the end of the pay cycle, before payroll is submitted. And Braden and I will we'll keep looking at this, periodically throughout the month, or if you want to do this a couple of days before the end of the pay period, that's fine too. But you will be getting being informed by your assistant coaches of their missed punch or need a edit on their time punch. Makes me thirsty, I want punch. So anyway, this will be the procedure for getting your assistant coach's time punches edited. All right, let me know if you have any questions, coaches. Again, always here to help. Don't forget this little chat function is where we will do all of our fixes for timesheets, just so it is all in one place, so I'm not having to find emails or text or voicemails for these time fixes. This is where it will be solely. If it's not on here, if it's not on this group thread, then it will be missed, and I won't be able to fix it for your head coaches in time. So make sure all of them get here on this group thread chat through Cloud9. See you laters.